it's Mari. Thanks so much for stopping by. This is the Felicity Jane prompt list that I'm using for my December daily this year. And I'm going to be using the fifth prompt, or prompt number 5 today, which is the weather outside is. And so I'm going to be focusing on what the weather's like right now. And today is December the 11th. I worked on this layout probably over the course of the last 3 days, I guess. I haven't had a lot of time this weekend. And I really like how this came together. One of the things that I'll talk about when I do a quick flip through is the color scheme. And so I'll do that a little bit more at the end, and the color scheme that I'm using throughout the book. So I'm just going to take this really pretty neutral gray background paper here, or pattern paper for my background. And I'm just going to adhere that right down to the back of the last page that I did. And I'm going to create a couple of little pockets here just by using a couple of strips of pattern paper from my stash. I think the teal paper is from a collection that I used last year. And then this plaid paper is from the Comfort and Joy collection from my Mind's Eye. And that's, if you've been following my December daily so far this year, I've used a lot of that collection so far in my album. Now I just wanted to create these two pieces of paper in these different dimensions to create pockets, like I said, and I'm just taking my hole punch and I'm just creating a little divot in each of those pockets so that there's a place where you can grab the journaling card that's going to be inside of those pockets. It'll just make it a little bit easier to take and slide the journaling cards out of there. Now I just took another piece of pattern paper from Comfort and Joy. It's a wood grain with little white snowflakes on it, and created a little banner. And now I'm taking a little Tim Holtz charm that says holiday on it, and I'm just going to wind a little bit of twine around that banner, and then I'm going to add that little Tim Holtz charm on there. And I really like how that looks. It's got kind of a little bit of a vintage look to it, and I like just how that looks with the plaid and the teal and so on. I really like this combination. And I did a lot of this color combination in my December daily last year, and I really liked it. And like I said, I'll talk a little bit more about the color scheme at the end of the video, but I do like how this combination looks. So I'm just going to stick those down there using a few little glue dots just to help me out, just to get that stuck down. Now I'm just taking a little snowflake that I had sitting on my desk that I had die cut for. I think I was making some cards, and I just like the repetitiveness of the snowflake pattern, since that pattern paper on the background has snowflakes on it. Now I'm just taking one of these gold snowflakes, glittery snowflakes, and adding that on just to embellish it a little bit. Now I'm taking a 2 up, 2 down page protector, and I'm just going to change the dimensions of this a little bit. First of all, I thought that I was going to leave it just 1 up and 1 down and use that for 2 photos. And then I decided that I'm only going to use actually 2 photos in total for prompt number 5. So I end up just cutting that pocket right down to 1 pocket only. And now you can see that the first flip that I have on prompt number 5 has a picture of me with a winter coat on. And so that's actually going to be the first portion of prompt 5. And then the second portion, the page I'm working on right now, has the picture. It's got a screenshot of the weather forecast. So like I said, the prompt for this number 5 is the weather outside is. So I'm focusing on the weather, and this was for last week. The weather turned cold, and I mean cold, like it was this weekend, minus 30 degrees Celsius outside. So very, very cold. We did not go outside this weekend at all. And what I did here now is I just took a little 4x3 card from the Comfort and Joy collection, and I just folded over about 1/4 of an inch on the left side to create a fold. And this is the same thing that I did for the very first page of the album. I'm just putting a little bit of double-sided tape on there, and I'm going to adhere that down. And that is so cute, that little 4x3 card with that little sparkly snowman on it, and it says, "Baby, it's cold outside." And then what I did was I just took my little We Are Memory Keepers typewriter and I did a little bit of journaling, taking this piece of 6x6 paper from Comfort and Joy, and I'm going to create a little pocket for that journaling card to be hidden in. So once again, I'm just going to create a little divot in that paper, and I've just made that pocket just slightly bigger than the journaling so that I can stick the pocket down and still have room to put the journaling card inside. Now I'm just taking a little bit of that same Comfort and Joy plaid paper, which actually corresponds or coordinates rather with the little scarf on the snowman on that journaling card. And it also coordinates with the opposing page in the album, which you'll see when I put everything all together here. So I wanted to coordinate that paper so that it would look nice with obviously with the whole layout with the double page spread. So I'm just taking some double-sided adhesive. Now this stuff is so strong, and whenever I'm doing something with an interactive piece, I usually try to use the double-sided tape for that because I know that it'll be, it's pretty permanent. So now you can see I'm just sticking that journaling card inside of there, and now I'm just going to attach that little banner that I made out of that same pattern paper from the 6x6 pad, and you can see how that just fits in there. And I'm just going to push it in a little bit farther so that you can't see the white there at all. Now I'm going to try to decide what I want to do with the journaling that I did for that weather card. So what I did what I did for the journaling for that is I just journaled about the forecast for that week and what the weather was doing. And I'm going to show you here in a minute what I decided to do with that. So now I'm just going to take some of the little letters, the white letters from the Ali Edwards main. I think these were in the main kit. I think I've mentioned before in my previous videos for this series, I got 2 of the add-on kits. I really need to take a look at which add-ons I got. I know I got the Jasmine Jones for sure, and I can't remember which other one I got, but I got the main kit and 2 add-ons, and these little white alphas were from one of those kits. And I just spelled out the word pull just to make it obvious that there's a little hidden pocket there. Now I just took one of my dies from my card making, and I just created sort of like a little scallop border to go on the side of the fold of that card, just because I thought it just added a little more detail to it. And now I'm going to take one of the die cuts from the die cut pack from Comfort and Joy, and I'm going to just stick that little toque on top of where that hidden journaling is there, just because I think that looks cute. Now the number that I'm going to use here is a chipboard number from the kit, from the Ali Edwards kit. You'll see here in a few minutes what I'm going to do with that. And I'm just sizing that journaling down a little wee bit, and I am going to jazz that up a little bit and just make it look a little more interesting. So I'm just going to take some of that same plaid paper. I'm going to use up almost all of that 6x6 sheet from this from that collection from Comfort and Joy, and back this journaling with that. Now I just took my little Stampin' Up! Corner rounder and I rounded the corners on that just to make it look a little more finished. And the journaling card down at the bottom with the snowman on it has rounded corners. So it just kind of repeats that theme a little bit and that design element, or the lines of that card. Now I really like this plaid paper because it's got a little bit of sparkle on it, and so does that snowflake paper that creates that 8x6 page insert. And so I'm going to add some glitter to the number 5 as well, just to keep that sort of glitter theme going here. I thought about stapling that down, and then I decided I didn't want to have to do anything with the other side of the page to cover up the staples because I don't like how that looks. I think it looks unfinished. So I just decided to use my tape runner there to stick that down. So now I'm going to take some Nuvo glitter, and I'm going to just take I'm going to take a glue pen, and I'm going to just put some glue on this chipboard, number 5. And this is really, really simple to do. It did not take me long to do this. It was really quick. And this is a new pen, so it's just taking me a few minutes to get that going. I don't usually use these glue pens that often, but I wanted to make sure that I had really fresh, good glue here to go onto this so that it stuck well. So, wow, I put a lot of glitter on there. And I just wanted to make sure that it had a really nice thick layer. So I'm just going to get that back into the bottle there, and now I'm just going to give that a few minutes to dry. So I'm going to set that aside and get that glitter all cleaned up there. I try to burnish it a little bit, but it's not dry enough to do that. So I'm just going to press that down a little bit and make sure that it's good and stuck. And then I'll just let that dry and just clean all that glitter up off my area. And now I'm going to work on this other page. So what this is a photo of me. I got a new coat and I wanted to send a picture of it to my sister. I didn't know for sure if I wanted to keep it or not. And so I had my husband take these pictures so that on my phone, so I could send them to my sister. And so then I thought, oh, well, that kind of goes with what this is documenting. So I end up journaling about getting this new coat, and I don't get a new coat every winter, and it was kind of a big decision, and I didn't know, which is kind of hilarious when you think about it, but I just didn't know if I really was 100% sold on the coat. And so I'm just documenting that. So I just took that rubber word cozy from the Ali Edwards kit and stuck that on there, and I put a couple of brads and a die cut that says cozy just to finish that up. And now I'm going to put everything into my album. So you can see that opposing side there, and I just put a couple of journaling cards in those pockets on the left side, and I'm going to wait and see. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to journal about in there yet, so I don't have any titles on those journaling cards on the left side of the layout, but that will come in the future. So this is what I have so far. Now I wanted to just show you, I'm going to do a quick little flip through, and I'm going to flip back to that page right before this. So I'm just showing you the journaling cards there that I've created on that left side. Now when I flip back, you're going to see that the color, I'm just showing you where I'm going to put the title for those journaling cards. Now when I flip back here, I'm going to show you the color of the page right before. So for prompt number 4, the color that I used there is a really bright green, and it kind of looks like it clashes a little bit with the teal in this layout. But you know what? Like, I really don't care about that. It does not matter to me. I am not going to worry about having like only a certain tone of green or only a certain tone of blue. I'm going to use the colors and bits and pieces of my stash that I really love and that inspire me to create a specific layout. So I just wanted to show you, if you take a look there, you can see that there's some of that teal blue up in the previous pages. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed my process, and I am going to keep this rolling, and hopefully this week I'll have a couple more spreads for my December daily for you to share. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I'll see you another time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Oh, little town of Bethlehem, how still